Guys, welcome back to the Timeout podcast with Oli and Vens. But on to this one, please.
Man, oh man.
It's been a day.
It's
It's
been
been a
a
day.
it's been a past couple of weeks. I forget. It's been a past
Yeah,
couple of
yeah,
days.
yeah, yeah. I wasn't trying to think about those. Anyway, got our first snowstorm here down, up on Long Island. Wasn't fun at all for me, but
Uh, hey, our
life.
snow blower is not working. So
So with your snowblower,
then the gas started leaking. We we didn't even get our first like super serious storm yet. So
Jesus.
so we just
Yeah, man, but I hope this is it. I really hope this is it, man, for us down. Y'all can have the snow. We don't want it over here.
I gotta remind myself. I gotta tell myself every day. I'm like we don't have tornadoes. We don't have hurricane. We don't have alligators. I just have to like
Yeah.
I have to tell myself these things so I can make
But
it.
see, I'm at the time now where I'm looking for the next spot to live, considering the South.
I don't blame you. It's 14 degrees right now.
Let me give you a picture of what happens in this thing. You know what was happening with my face and all of that, right? So I went to get checked out, and I did not know that we were having a snowstorm. Spoke to my mom last night and she was like, "Oh, I'm just snowy." To me, it's like, you know how Haitians are. As soon as they see a little bit of drizzle, they're like, "Oh my God, snow." To me, it was that. And then this girl came in and tells me, "That's the only thing you worry? There's a snowstorm out there. We're getting 5 inches." You know what I have on? I have slippers and socks. So you get it. Anyways, man, let's get into the sports of it, bro, because I'm over the snow, bro. I'm already over the shit. But your Thunder's lost, finally.
My thunder. My thunder.
Oh man, this guy and I had a text exchange on Wednesday. Well, yeah, Wednesday on my way back from work. Because on Wednesday I'm usually in the office, and I'm in my Uber getting home, and we're talking about the Thunders, and I'm like, "Yo, they might be the real deal." And it's like, "Yeah, we'll see." I'm
Yeah,
like,
I'm a will see type of person. Man, what?
I'm like, dude, and mind you, the Thunders just destroyed. Which team they had destroyed at the time, though?
Phoenix.
Phoenix,
Phoenix. They
destroyed.
that was that night where they played Phoenix and they beat them.
I'm
Beat
like,
isn't the
yo,
right word.
this is ridiculous, bro. He's like,
To my
yeah,
to my to my Haitian people out there and the people who can relate, you ever gotten a whooping from one of your parents so bad you're not even hungry? Like there's food at the dinner table, but you can't even bring yourself, like you don't deserve to sit down and eat.
yep. And then they come as they get older. I don't know what type of partial amnesia is going on up there, and they tell you they never whooped you.
They never did. Never laid a finger on you. And that is what happened to Phoenix. It was
Yo,
disgusting.
I'm texting him. I'm like, bro, they might be for real. He's like, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. We said worse about Golden State. I'm like, yo, but they build different. He's like, yeah, we'll see. I'm like, all right. And we did saw.
We seen.
We did see last night.
We seen. And it was a very good game. It was a very good game.
All it
But
took was a talented 7 foot 2 inches center,
that's all it took. But
French
not.
guy, a colonizer named Victor.
Man, generational
Oh,
talent.
generational talent named Victor
Generational talent.
that came down on them.
And he didn't even have a crazy game. He really didn't have
He
like
didn't
a
have a crazy
crazy.
game, but he had an efficient game.
Mm-hmm. It was an efficient game. It was an impactful game. I will say that.
Exactly.
But another thing too, that game showed me something, and this is something that people are catching up on now and realizing now. The Thunder get away with a lot of fouls on defense. Like they played the way that they're allowed to defend certain teams, to their credit, because they don't have a night where they don't play intense defensively, so the ref can't just start handing out fouls. But I will
Mm-hmm.
say this, the ref shows way too much, and I don't even want to say this, it's like a bias thing. It's just with the circumstances, they hold their whistle too much when it comes to letting the Thunder get away with certain things on defense. Because poor Stephen Castle got hit. You want to talk about your face being solid? My boy Stephen Castle had a thing in his nose and he had a busted lip. Basketball is a physical game, guys. Obviously, people are gonna come with scratches and stuff like that, and the camera's not gonna focus on that. But at the same time, I just want there to be some consistency across the board, because the one thing that's consistent
This
with great defensive teams is they're always allowed to do more. And I feel like I kind of just want to see that stop. Because if you're going to allow one team to be more aggressive defensively, you just got to let the same thing be for the other team. You can't just. And I'm not saying that from like a free throw disparity perspective. I'm just saying it visually from a when you're making these calls and what type of fouls are you calling. Because they already have somebody who will do everything in their power to get to that free throw line and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I just want the refs to be more fair is not the word I'm looking for, but for lack of a better word, I'm gonna say fair because I don't have a better word than
so
fair. But I
okay,
just want no consistent. I just want them to be consistent across the board.
I think now we are getting more physical type of basketball because I was watching Lakers play Phoenix earlier while we were waiting. It was a pretty physical game. And Braun and Zilon both almost started fighting like it's like every other play they were at each other's faces.
But is that because of Dylan Brooks or is that because of the team itself? Because Dylan Brooks is a known broad agitator.
I'm saying both teams were playing physical because it started early, so they got into like because the game ended on a foul. It's like on a foul on Marcus Smart. He shot 2 free throws and then he shot one, put one, and then just bang the ball so the 4 seconds can just end. Because it was that type of game. It's like the last few sequence of the game, it was free throw line and free throw line and free throw line. Because
Mhm.
even
Like a
Booker
very
kind
mucky,
of, huh?
like a very yucky game.
Yeah, even Booker kind of got into it with Braun in a sense, right? Not at his face, but it was kind of physical. Like they were like very physical. So I mean I've not watched every single game of this season, obviously, but the few games that I watch, there's been some physicality in them. I skimmed through the Golden State game playing tonight too, and they were a little bit physical against Portland. So makes me happy as somebody who started watching basketball in the 90s. And that was dreading the 2000 early 2010s, like late 2010s, because he was like flopping what was at a high. during those times. It was
Mm-hmm.
really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to go earn it. So
Yeah, some people earn it more than others. I will say, I'm happy to see a rivalry forming with the Thunder and the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama and Chet Holmgren have had like this competitive thing
it's
going
been.
on.
I wanted him. I wanted that rivalry to start since their rookie season because I was a Chet guy. I thought Chet. That's my mistake, and sucks to be me because my best friend told me told me so. Like he probably doesn't remember that because he don't remember shit besides money. But if he did, he would have texted me and be like, "Yo, remember we had that discussion?" And he was at DR at that time. He's up
Mm-hmm.
here now. He's in Orlando now, but he was living in DR. He's a big basketball follower, and I reached out to him. I was like, "Yo, who do you think has it more, Chet or Wemby?" And that was at the time where when Chet was starting in OKC, already putting his impact on the team, and everybody was like, "Oh, Chet, Chet, Chet," and Wemby was kind of on a slow start. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And to me, was like, "Yo, Chet has more talent than Wemby." I was dead ass wrong, bro. Dead wrong.
That's a crazy thing. That's wild. Wow.
Mhm.
I'm glad I never
Yeah,
heard that from. That's crazy.
I was dead wrong, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I was dead wrong, and I wanted that rivalry back then. I'm glad we're finally having it, but I don't think Chet is at that level
I
anymore.
I love it because it's like he was Victor was celebrating when Chet missed those free throws. He was celebrating when he missed the free
Hmm.
throws, like enthusiastically. I just I can't remember the last time I seen some. The last time I really seen something like that for real, where it was on some Patrick Beverly type of timing, like where Patrick Beverly would just agitate and get on somebody's nerves, and
Pat
but
Beverly is
it could never be the same because it's Patrick.
exactly.
I'll give you a better one: Dame versus Westbrook in the playoffs. That's
Oh
what
yeah,
I want. That's what I want. That would be so. That would be so. Like when Dame
I
bombs away, and that would be dope. I need to see
was
that
that was
between
that
those
their
two.
second game playing against each other or their third?
I think this is their third against each.
So we got
I feel like they
so we
played
got
more
one more.
times. I feel like they played more times against each other because this is the Western
No, no,
Conference.
no. I'm saying for this season.
For the season, I think this is their third time. I think
So we got one more.
because it was.
One more. Unless they meet in the playoffs.
I want
Man,
them to.
listen.
I want them
Huh?
to because the Spurs are actually my team. I want the Spurs to be my team to make it out the West. Because if you look at the Spurs have had a win, like a convincing win against a lot of the top teams in the Western Conference already this season. So
They did.
they've already shown me. To me, that's an indicator that you could compete against those teams. And if we put you in a 7 game series where you have time to focus on one team and prepare for everything that they run and everything that you're gonna see from them, if you already know that you're capable of being this team on like the second night of a back to back or on a double header or on a random Wednesday night, if you have time to prepare, you don't fear that team. And I
I
feel
don't
like
think I
that's
don't think they fear anybody.
anybody. And that's why I'm like if Victor stays healthy, Castle to me already took a slight leap this season because in the beginning, in the very beginning of our podcast season, I was like, I really wanted to see if Castle takes a leap because they already have Victor and they already have all these pieces. And this was at the time where De'Aaron Fox wasn't even back yet. So now you have Fox, and with Castle's extra leap, you put him in the playoffs and you allow them time to prepare and in the way that they're coaching everything. I really feel like they could make it out the West as like especially if the teams that are favorites. It's playoff basketball. Anything can happen. So if the teams
Hmm.
that are favorites don't end up making it, I really see San Antonio making it out.
I mean, I would be happy for them. I would be happy for them because it's been over good. It's been all over good. But what's going on with Giannis and Kendrick though? Like,
Um,
why?
so everybody knows. Like you and I have been talking about this back and forth, ladies and gentlemen. Giannis Antetokounmpo, tall, super tall basketball legend, um, athletic player, best player, I'll say in the franchise of the Milwaukee Bucks. He's not happy. You know, the team is losing. The team, he doesn't understand their decisions that the front office is making, which is understandable because, you know, you trade for Kyle Kuzma. I'm going to look at you crazy. So he's not understanding the vision for the team when it comes to drafting talent, trading for talent. And this is after they lost Dame. They lost Dame, and then they made a trade for Miles Turner, which in hindsight hasn't done much for them because Miles Turner was not the
I
type of player that Giannis was
I told
expecting
you
to be
that
on the
guy.
team.
I came here and told you guys that Miles Turner and Giannis did not fit.
And Giannis has expressed unhappiness with the current situation on the team, and him and his agent have hinted at looking elsewhere.
Did he
However,
request a trade?
he has not formally requested a trade. And
Hmm.
that is why Kendrick Perkins is calling him a coward. Kendrick Perkins is a basketball player of yesteryear, of the past, whose career high was 29 points. Did not amount. I'm not gonna disrespect the guy, but he's
Kendrick
not that
Perkins an
guy.
NBA champion.
He's not that guy, ladies and gentlemen. He's not that guy.
Did he win one in 08 with the
That
Celtics?
I could barely put English words in a sentence when they won. Okay,
Yeah, but
he's
he
not that
was
guy.
impactful in that win.
He's not that guy.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not.
mean, listen. I agree with you. Listen, I'm the guy that came here and say if you didn't do or if you didn't do anything close to what a player is doing, or even anything remotely similar, you cannot talk shit about that player. Hence, Pat Bev beefing with Trae
Trae
Young.
Young, same thing.
So I
No,
don't know. Giannis is
he
an
has no
MVP,
right.
NBA champion. So I'll take Perkins. Perkins is the guy that you're calling a coward, but I
Because he's not
mean,
formally requesting. He has not formally requested a trade, despite hinting that he's unhappy.
but
Because guys,
there's something that Perkins doesn't understand though. Milwaukee don't give Giannis everything. Giannis's brother is back with the team because it's Giannis's brother. That's nepotism. So am I going to request a trade and fuck up my blood, fuck up my brother by requesting that trade? Or am I gonna voice my unhappiness, see what the team does before I go ahead and fuck up my brother?
I don't.
There's a lot more at stake here than just requesting a trade because Giannis can do whatever the fuck he want in Milwaukee, but I don't think if Giannis get traded to the Heat or the Lakers, he can force the front office to bring his brother.
Yeah, I don't think he can. Especially if he lands in Miami, we have a habit of not caring what stars want. So, which is why our stars come to Miami, have a great couple of years, and then become unhappy and leave.
Hmm?
Um, so yeah, I don't think, but he was really interested in going to the Knicks. I heard the two teams that I heard the most from were the Miami Heat, and I heard him wanting to be a Knick. And Thanasis did play for New York at some point. And also, too, Thanasis, I feel like people disrespect Thanasis' ability to play a little bit, even though he's the reserve player and kind of just the 16th guy on the bench. He was in the league before Giannis. A
He
lot of
was
people
better than
dismiss that.
Giannis. Anybody that watched the movie knows he was better than Giannis.
And every now and then when you see him like do something crazy with the ball. He showcases his skills. Like players can
This
vouch for
the
him.
guy was good. He was a decent basketball player.
Decent.
It was supposed to be him in Giannis's position. He had a freak injury and everything just went boom. But yeah, I'm not discrediting Giannis. Giannis did put in the work.
No, yeah, Giannis came in,
Giannis
developed,
put
and
in the
did.
work. So, but Thanasis had the talent.
That's just not enough.
Exactly.
And I think the person who Thanasis is as a player, as like a locker room glue guy, as as hard as it may be to believe, I still think without Giannis, if Giannis were to request a trade or end up somewhere else, Thanasis would still find himself on somebody's roster. Not to get heavy minutes, but I think he'd still find himself on somebody's roster
In
just to
today's
fill in a
NBA,
spot. Yeah, because it's not like his contract is terrible either. You're talking about somebody who's not on a terrible contract. You know what you're capable of getting from him because he's a high energy guy, could get boards. Like he's got intangibles and enough raw athleticism still to be of value. And this is
well,
somebody who's going to be like a key rotational player for you, but if you have him as a reserve, like he's one of those good
thing is,
reserves.
I don't think he did enough in Milwaukee to prove that he deserves a spot without Giannis on the team. That's just my personal opinion.
I think it did. I think it did. Not, but it's not. It's not. Nothing. It's not anything. It's hard because it's not anything tangible. Like it's not quantifiable what his value is because of
What happened to the younger brother that was an NBA champion before them?
out the league. He plays in the in EuroLeague now, I believe.
Ah, and then the other brother never played ball, right?
The youngest one that was in high school and college. I stopped hearing about him. I don't know what he's up to. I think I want to say he's in the G League, but I haven't heard much. I haven't heard much.
And again, if you guys watch the movie, they have like another older brother, but that wasn't in sport time. I think he's a photographer or something.
Hmm. I mean, the family's done well for themselves, and I also think too, if he was to move on without Thanasis, I know Thanasis would be all right because Thanasis has set himself up with connections and a career outside of basketball with different business ventures. Because
Well,
he
is
has his own podcast and all
that's
this
what I was
other.
gonna ask. Is the podcast for him or for all of them?
I think it's for him.
Oh,
It's named after him and everything. So it's for him. He brings on family and he brings on teammates and things. Like he's got enough connections. That's why I say even though it's not his value is not tangible because you'll have these players who don't get heavy minutes on the bench, but they connect with people from other teams, GMs, like people like that, and they still find something like a way to be of value even when their basketball career is done and stuff like that. He could be that guy. So which is why I don't think it really when it from a winning perspective and everything like that, I feel like
mhm.
Giannis is questioning Milwaukee a little bit and kind of doing what stars have done in the past, where they're like, I'm unhappy and I'm open to talking to other teams if I get the indication that you guys are not
How many
serious.
years Giannis has left on his contract?
I would have to look that up
I think he has a couple.
because I don't think. And even then,
Well,
if you request a trade, I doubt that would come into play for because at that point his decision would have been made up.
they hinted him going look I want him to play with him.
And that's what happens with these trade periods. Suddenly you get, oh yeah, players want to go here, players want to do that. Play like as a Heat fan, you know how many years I've had to sit here and listen to players say, oh yeah, they love Miami as a destination, and then nothing happens. And so we just, I
Yeah, he
it's
has
all
two more seasons left.
until something happens, it's too much talk. It's too much talk until something happens. The only thing I know that's tangible that's believable for a fact is just he was unhappy with Dame's departure. He didn't like the fact that the team had a had no plan after Dame or was okay with letting Dame leave like that.
But they wanted to go back home.
I mean,
He wanted to go get treated at home to be with his family, and the team wasn't having it.
I mean, as a franchise, you still have to make an attempt.
Sometimes,
And this is the same franchise that also let Drew Holiday go.
sometimes franchise don't want player to set a bad precedent, but hey,
They traded Middleton,
Middleton,
who
yeah.
came in with Giannis's duo, original duo. They traded him for Kyle Kuzma and company. Like,
Well, talking about franchises fumbling, Los Angeles Clippers.
the Clipper curse. I want the Clipper curse has been real, but now I'm rooting for the Clipper curse, ladies and gentlemen. The Clipper curse. I call it the Clipper curse. When the bad luck follows the franchise, specifically the Clippers, it's the Clipper curse. I hope they see no success moving forward. The reason I say that,
Because I never seen a franchise disrespect with their star as much as the Clippers did.
stars. This isn't the he's not the first. He's I'll say he's the worst one, but they did Blake Griffin the same way.
That's what I'm saying. I never seen a franchise disrespect their stars like the Clippers did. Blake Griffin had to learn that he's getting traded at 3 a.m. on an away game. He was in a hotel room on Twitter.
And this is after
The
they
guy
had
woke up to go pee.
they have the
And then
wake
it's
up
like, let me
Chris
see what's going
thing.
on Twitter. And then he went on Twitter, and the first thing was like, oh, Blake is traded. That is highly disrespectful. And now, you're doing the same thing to CP3?
They didn't even, they just told him go home. They just sent them home.
A guy that went back to the franchise to retire with a franchise that he made an impact with.
Yep.
He should have went to New Orleans, man.
But it's
This
like,
is crazy, bro.
but it made sense for him to go back to Los Angeles because when he got traded to the Clippers, he changed. He's part of that changing of culture for that franchise. Him, Blake
He's
Griffin.
part of the duo Lob City. That's what put the Clippers on the map.
Yeah.
Nobody knew shit about the Clippers before. Nobody cared about the Clippers
Nobody cared about the Clippers. They
until
were
Lob City came to be. So it was the three of them. CP3, DeAndre
DeAndre.
Jordan, and Blake Griffin.
Yeah, and that's
I can
before we
use
get to the
ChatGPT to
that's
answer
before we
that.
get to that's before we get to them having guys like JJ Redick and Jamal Crawford and like they had a team. They had a
Yeah.
team, and with CP3 spearheading that team and CP3 spearheading that winning culture. And when you hear some of the stuff that there was disagreements within the locker room. CP3 didn't mesh well with Tyronn Lue. Tyronn Lue was not fucking with him at all.
Again, a coach.
I'm assuming off the court stuff though, which is like
A coach disrespecting a player that you had not done more than that player ever did.
I mean,
So you mean to tell me a struggling franchise like the Clippers are right now will not use CP3 for like 15 minutes a night?
no. Well, even if you look at this was his numbers, his they were bad. They were very bad. Well, lowest of his career across the board. It was even his assist. It was bad. You could. It was obvious this was gonna be his last season.
Last year, but yo, it's not like the Clippers are a winning team right now. The Clippers, yo, we don't have a Los Angeles Clippers. We have a James Harden Clippers because it's the only one trying.
Yeah.
So you mean to,
I'm not even rooting for them no more after this because
you
everybody
mean to tell me that they couldn't give the guy 10 minutes a night?
they weren't messing with the way he was holding people accountable too. That was another thing where they were like he would have certain criticisms and wants, but that's just Chris Paul. And whatchamacallit, DeMarcus Cousins said something that is facts, first of all, because he went through it himself, where the things that they praise you for when they love you and when you're in a winning situation and when you're celebrated is the same thing that they're going to use to criticize you and demonize you
Mhm.
when your time is up or when they want to ship you out.
Mhm.
You know, because with DeMarcus Cousins, it was his attitude, it was his anger, his meanness, his like same thing happened with Draymond's antics and all that stuff, and how like they'd be like, oh, he's the voice of the locker room, he's the heart and soul of the team, and all this other stuff. But when they're losing, it's frowned upon. Same thing here with Chris Paul. When the team is in a position where they're struggling and everybody sucks and people are hurt, the team is in another scandal. It's just James Harden out there, and it's your last year. Nobody wants to hear the criticisms you have to say. Nobody wants you to be because it's not a secret that Chris Paul is a demanding teammate. But everybody who tells you that, or everybody that says that, will also follow it up by saying he is not asking you to do something that he wouldn't do, because he's even though he's not a person who's won a championship, this is somebody that every team that he's been a part of, he's improved that team. The team prior to his presence and the team after his arrival has improved down. And this is New Orleans, Clippers, especially the
OKC.
Oklahoma City Thunder, and then Phoenix when he went there. I'll even say Houston. He's Chris Paul in Houston is a hamstring injury away from having a championship. I truly believe that when he went to Houston. So to see a player, an NBA legend like Chris Paul, not be celebrated and ultimately just be thrown aside by the Clippers is in large part to how the NBA also treats aging stars and aging players too. They have not done a good of a job at acknowledging the older players of this generation who are going to go down as some of the game's best players in history. They have not done a good job of celebrating those guys. Like when we talk about guys like a John Wall, John Wall announced his retirement on Instagram, and all he got from the Wizards Instagram account was a repost and a thank you. That's not acknowledgement. And this is one of the league's like most memorable guards of the 2010s era. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
We
this is
celebrated
this
Derrick
is
Rose more,
this
but
is
that's
one
because
of
he
the
had staying
most
power.
disrespect. This is one of the franchises that disrespect people the most. Like, but I don't know, man. I
I
never
was at a
really
loss for
seen
words.
a front office that disrespectful.
Yeah, and he had it just I don't know. The whole vibe around that team is just. And then there's clips circulating about Tyronn Lue saying fuck Chris Paul and all this other stuff, because again off the court drama seeping into the locker room when it shouldn't be that way. It should, and this is also the franchise that's in some financial scandal with their owner and Kawhi Leonard, a player who everybody wants to trade for, even though he barely plays, and we're not being realistic enough and harsh enough about his time with the Clippers and how it ultimately is a letdown. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to give him a pass for some reason. I don't know, just that whole and it makes me feel sorry for James Harden too. For the first time ever, as a fan of basketball, I feel sorry for James Harden because he doesn't deserve this, man. He doesn't deserve this. Is an MVP of the league, one of the best scorers of all time. He should not be asked to carry this much of a weight for such a joke of a franchise. He shouldn't.
Because he's not gonna get any credit for it. We all
He's
know that.
not gonna get any credit for it, and it's gonna be a stain on his career that he did not deserve.
Mhm.
That's it. Fuck the Clippers. I say
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I'll say it. In
yeah. And
conclusion,
I'll back on that. Fuck the Clippers.
this like just a pitiful
Ugh,
franchise, a pitiful franchise that
extremely
gave you
pitiful,
this
man. Like despicable.
just despicable. And then now they're saving face. They said they're gonna work with Chris Paul and trade him to a desirable destination
Fuck
that
all
he
of them,
wants to
man.
go
They
to.
can kiss Chris Paul's ass, bro. Sorry, people, but
It,
that's fucked up.
that's not how you treat. That's not how you treat a player who did this much for a franchise. And this is why, again, when we talk about loyalty and staying with one team for the rest of, I could never support. I can't support the NBA teams like I used to in that regard. Like if a player leaves, he has every right to leave. He has every reason to choose himself. He has every reason to he has every reason to fuck over the franchise.
That's what I was gonna say. Fuck all of them.
And as fans, you can't be allowed to take it personal because there's stuff you don't know behind the scenes. And when a franchise goes out of its way and does something like this,
Guys, if you want to have an idea of what's going on behind the scene in sports, go watch Ballers. I'm not a Dwayne Johnson fan. I will not tell anybody to go watch anything Dwayne Johnson. But if you want to have an idea of what's going on in sport behind the scene, go watch Ballers. You will see because this is what you're talking about. It reminds me of a lot of things that the guys from that series, those players kind of went through, like Denzel's son. This guy every year, every season on Ballers, he was looking for a team to go. And he was a decent receiver in the show. So it's fucked up, bro. It's really fucked up.
in his last year, you just discard him. You just discard him.
This guy just tweeted, I guess I'm going home.
You play 20 years in the league
And this is
and you
what you
just
get.
that's what you get. They
Even
just
Vince Carter,
talk on one, yo.
huh?
Like on one, yo, you just
They just discarded him like that, like, go home. This fucked up, bro. This
Vince
pisses me
Carter,
off, man.
Blake Griffin retired quietly, wasn't celebrated really.
Melo.
Melo, they tried sending Melo away early,
Mm.
and he had to fight to get back in the league, and still didn't really retire how he wanted to.
Nah.
The only people I can say retired the way they wanted to like at the end probably be Derrick Rose,
Kobe.
Kobe most definitely,
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade most definitely.
Um,
I mean, who else really?
and this motherfucker Paul Pierce.
Not even because he didn't get the farewell tour. He didn't get
Hey,
that.
they
He
don't love him like that.
they he didn't he didn't retire how he wanted
To
to.
get to use Draymond to use Draymond's
He
work, they
used
don't love him like
Draymond's
that.
quote. They did not love Paul Pierce
They
like
don't love
that,
him like that.
and they did not love Paul Pierce. But
KG, I think KG got the retirement this
I
year.
think, yeah, I'll say he did too.
Oh,
I'll
Dirk,
say
Dirk Nowitzki.
Dirk most definitely did.
Oh, Duncan.
Yeah, did Duncan, but these aren't like I wouldn't classify them as like 2010s because they've been in the league and they came in the league before that.
Well, we're talking about retirement, like people that
Retirements in
got the
general, yeah.
retirement
But
this year.
notice how we're really naming a lot of just
Yeah,
older
the
guys.
newer guys don't get that love.
The people retiring now, they don't. The fact that I can sit here and say Paul Pierce was treated better by the Clippers than Chris Paul,
Mm, mm.
is that not crazy? Paul Pierce was treated better by the Clippers than Blake Griffin.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Is that not
Hmm.
crazy?
That's insane. It's not crazy. That's insane.
Like, what are we doing? And this doesn't. I don't know.
Nah,
It's just when we talk, especially when you talk about like these legendary players, to see how some of them not even win out, but we're just kicked out, and it leaves a
you
bad
know,
taste.
people take pleasure in doing people wrong, but they forget that there's something called karma. Or what goes around come back around. So you will always get yours, you know. It will always be judged the way you handle something. You will always be judged like that.
Man, man, oh man. I mean, speaking of players who's gonna get done dirty, I think Zion Williamson is gonna get done very dirty by the Pelicans.
And
I
it
think I
sucks.
think they move on. They
It
found they
sucks.
found their
They
guy.
for Derrek Queen.
They found their guy.
It
Derrek Queen
sucks
over the
that I
last
gotta
five
come
games is.
here to defend Mr. Williamson.
Are you gonna defend Mr. Williamson? I'm not defending him.
I am not gonna defend him as like, oh, he has like the team is fucked up for doing this. Like he has no part of what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Did the team try? Yeah, they did.
They
They
gave him
tried their
7
best. Like
years,
they gave him several years. They told him to get in shape. They tried. Like they really tried.
and this is barring injury because
But
injuries are
but a
injuries.
lot of those injuries were because of his weight.
That's true. That's true. That's true. You
So
got me
that's
there.
on him. That is on him.
All right. I'm not
And
defending him.
every time somebody tells me Zion Williamson, I remember, like I can see that tweet from that adult entertainment young lady
Mm-hmm.
that said, "Oh, so you're gonna go ahead and do this to me like I was trying to get you in the gym where you want when you wanted McDonald's." Like that's always what comes to my mind. I'm like, so she was more invested in your career than you was.
And that's crazy because she had a fantastic career, some might say, of her own to worry about. So
Because she apparently she's a legend in her own field. So when that means the team did try, but are they giving up too early?
no, they
Mm.
gave him years.
No, but listen.
They
I
gave
think
him literal years.
you think that now that they got their queen, they can make them like trying to use the two of them to push for a championship.
I could see that
Because they don't have a championship roster yet.
and
Don't get me wrong, their point guard is still an annoying ass point guard. Talking about Jose Alvarado.
yes,
I hate to
I
love
love
that
watching
kid.
him play. I love watching him play.
I hate to love him because he's so fucking annoying.
I love watching him play. I love watching him play, man. Y'all better pray we don't get that man in the Miami Heat uniform. Y'all better pray we don't get him in the Miami Heat uniform, man.
Yo, this guy will steal the ball from you, and you will be thinking, yo, what the fuck happened? And he's dunking on the other side.
He's so annoying. I love it.
He's putting a layup.
I love it.
He's very energetic.
Yes, I love it.
So, and now you got that point kid. I think with a healthy Zion, they can make a push.
I'm so happy you said this because this is becoming my pet peeve. This is. I'm not gonna try to rant because I have. No, I fuck it. I have the same problem with Kawhi. I have the same problem with Tyler Hero. I have the same problem with Zion Williamson. I had the same problem with Luka last season. I had the same problem with all these people. The best ability is availability. If you can't be available, I don't care what numbers you put up because you're never there. Why are these injured? This is the issue I've had with Anthony Day-to-Day Davis. We
Always
can't
disable Davis.
we can't be putting certain players in a certain light in trade talks, and we gotta cut the all he has to do is be healthy. And then if he was healthy, we wouldn't be saying, well, all he has to do is be healthy, and this is a championship team. All
But
he has to do.
listen,
We're
listen, listen,
talking about
listen.
something we haven't seen.
There's a difference between all those guys you listed and Zion Williamson.
What's the difference?
Anthony Davis wants it. His body is failing him most of the time.
Okay.
Anthony Davis is training, he's in the gym, he's playing basketball, he's doing what he's doing, he's staying fit. Who else you mentioned? You mentioned Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero is doing what he's supposed to do. His body is failing him. Joel Embiid is doing what he's supposed to do. His body is failing him. Kawhi, debatable. Um, I think Kawhi still is doing what he's supposed to do, but he has some trust issues where he doesn't trust the team doctors. He prefers his own doctors, and I think his own doctors are a little bit fucked up. They don't really know what's going on, so that's a topic for another day. But when it comes to Zion, again, I don't think Zion is putting the effort needed to be healthy. Because you said it, you studied perfectly well. I had the same problem with Luka last season. That reminds me of a WWE segment where between Sheamus and Drew McIntyre, when Drew McIntyre told Sheamus, you said that every match you do is banger after banger, but since you've been injured, you're coming back, you look like you've been eating burger after burger. That was Luka back in the day, burger after burger. But now looking at Luka, Luka looks slim, Luka looks athletic, and Luka is balling like crazy. Why? Because the media, Nico Harrison, pretty much the whole fucking world came and said, look, I was fat, look, I was this, look, I was that. Now talk shit. I dare you.
We cannot rely on a healthy Zion no more. And I see what they're saying, where it's like, oh, if you put them together because Zion is a lob threat and he can put pressure around the rim. Even when he was playing this season, his numbers were not up to his standard in his ability to finish around the basket. It took a dip this year. So I can't even the one thing you have going for you is not working. And
because Zion is done.
exactly. So
he's mentally done.
They don't
so
have a champ.
Only Zion can save his career. Nobody can save Zion's career.
You know what pisses me off is in the summer, he had that stupid press conference where he was like, the coaches came to me and they're really pulling for me and they're in my corner and they're telling me that I have to be better and I've taken these steps to be better. And he came. We talked about it. We were like, oh, he looks healthy. He looks slim. He looks like he's ready to dominate again and be Zion and all these things. And he's not, bro. The fact that the team is so willingly gave Derrek Queen not the keys, but the way they've inserted Derrek Queen into their offense. You got Derrek Queen throwing the lobs to everyone else, setting up plays, and they still have the second worst record in the league. And their franchise guy, you're not moving the needle in no way, shape, or form. Because the same old story that you've never been able to fix, that you've had every opportunity to fix as a top pick in your draft class, as a top prospect of all time, really, since you were in high school, the one thing you've never been able to address, which is your weight, your diet, and things that you should already be capable of altering your lifestyle to as an NBA player, you haven't done. You haven't done. So
I'm gonna tell you this though.
I'm on the boat where if Zion Williamson has any value remaining, because he still has value because of just the type of prospect and player he is. If you truly want to build for the future, you can't. Your window with Zion, you gave him 7 years. This is the time where you salvage what you can, and you admit that this project didn't pan out the way it was supposed to. That's what you do. That's what you do. You collect from your losses and you build towards the future. You don't go back to the same photo and flip the photo upside down. No, you put a different photo on the board. And that's what you got to do with Derrek Queen. See if you can maximize his talent, maximize his playmaking ability. This is a kid who, excuse me, this is a kid who is developing as a good player in this league and has amazing upside. So maximize that. Surround him with talent. Surround him with additional talent. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you this though. They'll made me more money on his first year than Zion ever made me.
Oh my god, there he goes. Because Derrek Queen is a stats he suffer with great vision, and he's getting the Jokic comparisons. And if anybody's getting Jokic comparisons, I feel like you should maximize that potential.
But he's only 6'9".
He's only 6'9", moving the ball with a jumper with that amazing amount of court
But I don't
vision.
know why. That's the thing I don't
A
get.
lot of people say they see Jokic, but another
That's the thing I don't
comparison.
get now with the NBA players. Like a 6'9" player playing center.
That's the
That
league.
should be like a small forward, power forward type of guy.
We have one too. His name is Bam.
Yeah, you do. That's a
It is
power
what it
forward.
is.
Mem is a power forward, but
Well,
that's a topic for another day. You're not gonna get Oli riled up tonight.
no, because we already lost to Orlando like 3 times already, and we
Oh man, this guy left me a voice note for that game. That was crazy, man. I was laughing. I was in pain, and this guy's making me laugh. But I mean,
I think they should move on.
only I just went.
I think it's time. I think you move on from Zion while you. I think you move on from Zion while you can.
Like I told you, there's still a little bit of trade value left to the name.
Mm-hmm.
Trade him if you want to move on, trade him right now. If you wait until next year, the year after, God only knows what you're gonna get.
He can decline on your team, or he takes a leap. He has the resurgence everybody's been waiting for.
Trade him to Portland. Get some good players for him. Yeah, trade him to a
You could get some good young players from Portland.
Get some good young players.
Get some good young players from Portland, and any picks they might.
Yeah, trade him there.
You know, or get young and get scrappy. Get
only thing is don't send him to Orlando.
You can send him to Atlanta. Matter of fact, send him to Atlanta. Let's
okay.
Let's really see it. Let's really see it.
Let's really see it.
Let's really see it.
This is the end. If
no, send him. You gotta send him. You gotta send him. Either send him to Dallas. Either send him to Dallas or send him to Atlanta. So we could really see how bad he wants this basketball thing for real. Let's see how serious he really is about this basketball thing for real. Let's see it. Let's see it. It'll be great for the city. You know, you get a lob threat like Zion. You get Trae Young tossing lobs to Zion on a Friday night while they have.
And then right after dunking a few lobs, he's heading to Magic City.
He go to Magic City. He get himself
Cheetah Lounge.
He get himself some lemon pepper loose.
Lemon pepper wings.
Yeah, and then you know what I'm saying, and then hey. Hey man.
Don't send him to
Atlanta. Send him to let him live the way he wants to live. Let him have the, because you know what I'm saying. Not everybody wants to be an all-timer in the league. Especially
he's not even a part-timer in the league right now.
Not everybody wants to be an all-time player, all-time legend.
John Cena had more match on his retirement tour than Zion had NBA games this
season.
Don't
talk to me about John Cena's retirement, because that's another thing that, like,
don't get me started. Don't get me started, man. I have a beef with Triple H. I'm driving to Connecticut tomorrow to see.
Never
him.
like that, man. Let me. My thoughts
Anyways,
are with you, Lord.
anyways, children never give up. Okay, hustle, loyalty, respect. Let's move on into soccer now, bro.
Speaking of another player who I thought got done wrong, because the whole drama between him and his club was unnecessary. The whole Mo Salah Liverpool situation to me was just unnecessary.
It
It
was a
was
publicity stunt, Madrid. We all got fooled.
it was
And
just why
I'm mad at myself
I'm
for
mad at
letting
myself too because he
for
pulled the
letting
same thing
myself get
last.
caught. This guy came after the which game was it? In the middle of the week, I think it was the Champions League game, and was like, "I'm done with Liverpool. I'm out. The club is treating me bad. This is doing that, and then sign a fucking 2 year extension.
Because that's like his club, I guess. That's like home. When
Publicity, bro.
he's in an abusive relationship and you don't want to leave. But it's like I'm also mad at Liverpool because then why bench him? Why do all this shit and then resign him? I just need somebody to be honest
Oh,
here.
he played his like last game for the team. He's going to actually he's going to the African thing. I think African championship because a lot of players are leaving for that. Yeah, he played his last
Man,
game.
man, nah, man. It was so unnecessary, especially like I felt deflated when he
You know
told me
why
he
it
resigned
wasn't unnecessary?
because it didn't need to happen, bro.
It wasn't necessary because nobody gave two fucks if Salah will stay or not. Even
People
if
would have
you,
cared more if you officially retired.
I'm a Liverpool fan.
I like their kids.
Salah leaving will have not impacted the team any worse or any better. Feel me? It's not like Salah. It's not like it's the Salah of 2018 that was leaving or the Salah of 2020. Like Salah when they were winning their championship, like that was a key player. Salah right now, yeah, the name is still there. The name is impactful. It's like you have Neymar on the team, but there's still other players waiting to step up. So whether Salah had left or stayed, that wasn't gonna make any difference. It's not like saying Vinicius is leaving Madrid right now. That will be, oh my God, like a shocker moment for the soccer world. You see what I mean? Like, or saying Haaland is leaving Manchester City right now.
Yeah, that because I'm not too big of it this year. That's just me personally.
No, leaving when I'm saying the big, it's like the
Like
news will
the
have
for
still
news.
shocked. Yeah, the
Okay,
news will have still shocked
but
the
even then,
world.
I don't think it's really shocking because he from what
No,
we know.
if even with the discussion with Xabi Alonso, if Real Madrid let Vinicius walk, they're crazy. They are. They are. In terms of talent, in terms of talent, there's nobody better on this roster than Vinicius Junior. Don't judge Vinny based on his performance this season. This is a player who's having who was down mentally right now because of his discussion with the coach. Go watch Vinny when he brought on that Ballon d'Or discussion season. Go watch him. Or go watch that guy that made Benzema a Ballon d'Or candidate, a Ballon d'Or winner.
This is a what have you done for me lately league, my friend.
No, it's not. It's not about that. It's still soccer. We're talking about talent. Otherwise, Neymar would have been irrelevant.
We cannot confirm. I'm not accepting Neymar for this year's comparisons, man.
Oh, so who you gonna compare to Vinicius?
Hmm. If I say Wabinho, am I out of pocket?
Oh, bro, you're very, very, very out of pocket, man. That's disrespectful now. That is really disrespectful now. Who are you gonna compare? You know the only reason why I don't say Ronaldinho?
You crazy.
No, I said I didn't say it because
I wouldn't even
Ronaldinho for me
consider
is the bar. Everybody
Vinicius,
is trying to reach the bar.
man. only one person was able to reach that bar, and that was Neymar, man. Like, that was a young Neymar.
Wow, Neymar avec Ronaldinho?
A young Neymar.
Neymar va kon dribble que Ronaldinho, no, bro.
A young Neymar. If
Nah, man.
you want to talk
Bro,
about
Oli,
Neymar got closer to that bar more times than Vinicius ever will in his
yo,
life.
have you ever taken your time to watch Vinicius play? Like, or joue Vinicius sous sang, la jouer football? Or you only seen Vinicius when he's having those moments where
I
people are
be hate
yelling at
watching.
him?
I'm not
Huh?
gonna lie. I do hate watch Real Madrid and by proxy Vinicius a lot. I will admit that. But as a talent, and just I have Neymar.
Yo,
I have Neymar
what?
up here, man.
Take your time. What?
I have
What
Neymar up
song?
here, man. I have Neymar up here. Vinny Jr.'s like right here for me, man.
Neymar, no, Neymar is a great soccer player. I'm not gonna say that
Neymar is
they
an
are.
all-time talent, my friend.
I'm not gonna say that they are equal, but
They're not.
Vinicius is still a young player. And take your time. Watch Vini before, like, watch Vini the first season where when Ancelotti came back and started giving him playtime. Like he didn't even have the hairstyle, and then start watching him from there to that Ballon d'Or season. Yo, Vini is not Vini va on jouer non, man.
That's not what I'm saying, man. That's
I'm
not.
gonna tell you some. I'm gonna tell you something that you're gonna have a crazy reaction to. Rafinha va jouer football que Vinicius non, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Timeout. Thank you very much for coming to the podcast. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you guys. I will not take no Rafinha disrespect.
No. Oh, Rafinha finally hit his peak at 20.
Finally is crazy.
Qui l'âge Rafinha? C'est l'autre jour là, Rafinha a réussi dans Ballon d'Or discussion. Vinicius has been in Ballon d'Or discussion for 3 to 4 seasons, like back to back.
I love that for him. I love that for him. You know what? That's what you said.
Oli,
what you said was not crazy. What you said was not crazy. I am just a Barcelona fan, so I'm not here to take none of this.
Rafinha, you Rafinha Ballon d'Or at 28 years old.
You could have left Rafinha's name out of this.
No, because now I gotta tell you, your guy is not that guy, man.
He is on the national team. Vinicius isn't even that guy on his own team in Real Madrid. If he was that guy, we wouldn't be having these conversations.
Because of the coach. When Ancelotti was there, who was the guy?
And the same coach who every player out here apparently is like, oh, we are behind Xabi Alonso all the way.
This is bullshit, which I think is bullshit. You're smart enough,
by the way.
You're smart enough to know that is a press stunt.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit, by the way. But my problem is
again, Vens from Timeout, or if you guys want to use my full name, Vens de Zino. There's nobody on Real Madrid's roster right now, in this very moment now, that knows how to play soccer or how to play football more than Vinicius Jr. And you know, I'm not gonna tell you to go argue with your parents because I want that smoke. Bring them. Go in the comment. Tell me who in this Real Madrid roster right now that knows how to play soccer more than Vinicius Jose Paxiao de Oliveira Jr. Please.
Full government name.
Please.
Man, you know what, man? I hope. But what's like, you know what's gonna piss me off, man? Because Real Madrid hasn't offered him a contract consistent. You know what's gonna
My guy's living.
If I see him, because this more
You
Salah
know the
stuff
only
just
reason
happened.
why? You
If
know
I
the only
see
reason.
him in a Real Madrid uniform, you gonna be the first person I call.
You know why he might not live? Neymar called him.
Yeah, no, because I was so
You,
happy.
you heard that?
You could have been the
Neymar told
first
him
person.
no. Neymar said, "Don't make the same mistake I
Don't miss
did."
the same mistake I did, right? But this isn't the same scenario. This
It
is not
is.
the same.
It is. It
Oh,
is.
you just sat
It
there and
is.
told me. You just sat there and told me he doesn't. There isn't a human being again. Which when I made that face when you told me when you told me there isn't a person who plays better on him in the team. I'm not looking at it from a talent. I'm just looking at it from a like fit for the team, for the makeup of the team.
Okay.
And I might be tripping when I say this, but it's like
No. Remember you sent me that video and was like, where this guy was talking and say, anybody that comes and coach, this is not a coach problem, this is a team problem. And then I told you, but the coach has to be able to fix their mental. I was the first one that came in this podcast and told you guys that Vinny is not okay mentally, because this is a player who need to feel that you believe in him for him to give you that reward.
mm-hmm.
Like when Zidane was coaching Real Madrid, that's when Vinicius came from Real Madrid B. It will give Vinicius like a couple of games, like garbage minutes. Everybody was like, "Oh, this is the next up. This is the guy you guys are saying is the next up." Him says that. But Ancelotti came. Ancelotti pulled him and told him, "You next up." And Ancelotti started giving consistent minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened? The guy blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was talking about him. But the Brazilian coach, the guy, I forgot this joker's name, man. The guy that I hated, that I came here every single time and told you that I hated.
Mm-hmm.
See, I forgot his name. This joker did not believe in Vinicius. This joker believed in Neymar and was only treating Vinicius as like, okay, Neymar's not here, so I guess we have to settle for it. So Vinny wasn't playing fully like in confidence in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
Watch the difference between Vinny and Brazil before and Vinny with Ancelotti and Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
Vinny is having fun. Yo, I'm watching Brazil the other day play. The kid, Estevao, and you know what I love about Vinicius? I love it and I hate it. Because sometimes it makes me feel like he doesn't have enough enough confidence or enough personality. I guess I cannot translate word for it. You say by personality. So I love it and I hate it. And you are the guy that actually gonna love that about him. He's a team first kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Estevao is a young kid, 18 years old, 17 going 18 years old. He's having a great game. They made a penalty, like a foul, against a player.
He let him take
went and grabbed that ball and gave him to him to go shoot.
Yeah.
That's great. Put like the star power in the kid's head, because we're gonna need him for the World Cup. Although, guys, World Cup, I see me. Then they papa. Mba Brazilien.
Déclaré ça qu'on y a.
Philadelphia, ma pa ma yo Haiti soum.
Okay.
Man Brazil.
Okay.
Ma Brazil against lot vagabond, but I was Haiti Rouge.
Okay.
And so he put the kid in, like, make a confiance na piti. So, and I hate that for him because Monsieur fait sous Mbappé trop. Because the team is trying to shut you down from Mbappé. This is not the moment to be playing for Mbappé. Play selfishly sometimes. Take the extra shot. Take the extra dribble.
But then that goes back to what the video I sent you, where it's like, if he decides to do that, then it becomes a player thing, because then other players are going to see him playing selfishly, and then they're going to play selfishly. And then now it's not a team thing anymore. And then that's where you get to the quote where, even though it's bullshit from certain people, where they're like, "Oh, we backed Xabi Alonso. This is with us, the players."
This is 100% bullshit, man. Nobody believes in it. Yo, I was so happy when we lost against City, because Yo, I can show you that text. I texted my brother. I was like, Zabi's out tomorrow. And then all them motherfuckers came and say, yeah, we believe in Zabi.
We will die for Zabi on the pitch.
I didn't even watch. My mom got Real Madrid for that.
We support Zabi Alonso all the way.
I was like, oh, y'all support him? Okay, go lose in La Liga. And then I watch us how they were playing Alaves. I'm like, même si 11 joueurs ont joué son pied à battre Alaves, I'm not even going to watch this. Because I need him gone.
But the players don't want him gone, apparently. So I don't.
Bellingham is happy with Zabi Alonso. He went into the press and said he wasn't happy.
Hey.
Because, yo, that team can work. That team can work. We lost against City. You know why we lost against City? Again, because Zabi is so focused on making it work with Kylian that when he plays without Kylian, the team is lost. Because when he played Rodrigo, Vinicius and that kid in the center, like the kid that I told you. But when he put in Drake, team not real body. I'm watching the team. I'm like, hey, you have a Zabi. I'm like, Real Madrid. Like we pressed against City, but it wasn't all day. Because Hendrick hit the post many times. Mm-hmm. Vinny had hit the post a couple of times too. Rodrigo, like they were shooting, but it wasn't about Real. Because I was like, okay, so everything is aligned in the sky for Zabi to begin. Because the team played well, but we lost. So, mon Dieu, c'est là, besoin de Zabi aller. And them niggas came and said that shit. Bro, I saw that. I was like, bon Dieu, fin font travail comme ça. Bon Dieu, font bagaille comme ça.
Yep.
Bon Dieu, bonjour, off pour suspend, faire l'autre bagaille, pour make sure ça bien aller. Because, you know, God is a Real Madrid fan too.
Whatever you say, man.
And then, bon Dieu, a géré équipe li. Nous-mêmes, nous venons de ça. I'm like, all right. I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna take a day off too. But got the Real jersey. I did it. They won obviously because again, even if they were playing 5 against 11, for Alaves, yeah, bad Alaves. And yeah, I'm being disrespectful against Alaves.
Very much so.
If there's anybody that's an Alaves fan, y'all know the number.
I don't know if stranger things have happened, you know. But you still believe in
Oli.
Vinny? I'm waiting for Vinny to show up.
You waiting for Vinny to show up?
I'm waiting for Vinny to show up.
And if we won't able to show up against AD, and different.
I didn't say when I wanted him to show up.
Oh.
I said I'm very intentional with my words.
Well, see, me, I'm praying the gods that he wakes up after the Haiti game.
There you go. I hope he has I hope he goes to a party with Neymar Jr. That's what
I'm praying that. Well, I'm gonna be in Philly. I can take them out, but they're not gonna go. I'm praying that he plays against like their first game, he kills it, and then the Haiti game, you say going to fait mal or something, you know.
Something.
Because honestly, this is my fear, man. I don't know who's gonna. Well, talking about Haiti, guys, my prediction is, and that's what I told all my friends, I think we can beat Scotland. I think we can beat Morocco.
I need us to beat Morocco. I have a friend of mine who's Moroccan. I can't have him. He can't be allowed.
And I think that we can tie with Brazil. At our best, we can tie. I don't think we can beat Brazil, but I think we can tie. And then we can go to the second round with 7 points.
Okay.
That's my belief.
That's the dream scenario right there.
My friends are calling me crazy. Actually, I'm the crazy guy.
I'll be crazy with you. I'll be crazy with you. We
Yo,
can be
no,
crazy
you're Jim
together.
Fuibo.
Yeah,
My own wife is calling me crazy because I said that we can go to the second one with 7 points.
we can be crazy together.
Yeah,
We can be crazy
because I,
together.
I really believe that. I believe we can beat Scotland because Scotland. It's like the same level as us. Scotland. Morocco, all we gotta
Morocco.
do,
I really need us to beat Morocco. I'm gonna be
we
watching.
need we need to shut down 2 players to beat Morocco.
I, I, I need us to beat Morocco, man. I can't. I keep. He
To
cannot
beat
be.
Morocco, we need to shut down Hakimi. That's gonna be difficult. That's gonna be very difficult.
Man,
That's gonna be extremely
man,
difficult,
what
bro.
what 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 do they say? We did not come this far to make it this far. That's what they
No.
say. That's the say. That's the say.
If we find a way to get Hakimi in foul trouble and shut him down, that will be great. Fais monsieur pour carton rouge. On est satisfait, monsieur fait le gourmand, on est.
Now he's talking crazy. But hey, I'm crazy with him.
And
So
I think we need to shut down Brian Diaz.
no, we do.
I don't like him. But the good thing is, he doesn't get any playtime in Real Madrid now, so let's keep it like that. So you won't be informed. But their goalkeeper, he was one of the best in 2022.
Yeah,
That Bono
that was,
kid.
that was a couple of years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
Oh, yeah.
Nazon gave that Costa Rican guy Navas 3 goals. So,
Yeah, he
and
gave him a high. He
Isidore,
gave
Avara, your boy, Isidore gave verbal agreement that is coming. So
man. What did I say? You've seen me say it.
yeah, I saw it. I
What do
saw
I
it. I
always
saw
say?
it.
What do I always say? I'm consistent. I'm very consistent. What do I always say? On prat kaka agjiwaf. That's what I always
I
say.
replied, I'm like, yo, this guy, man.
That's what I always say. I'm very
But
consistent. On
yo,
prat kaka agjiwaf. And then you have my forgiveness. That's all.
so I mean, yo, let's wait for the team. Let's wait to see who's coming. Because if everybody that I have on my mind is coming for Haiti, is coming to play for Haiti, this is about to be a dream come true, bro. This is about to be a dream come true. That's all I'm gonna say, man. But
I got
this
that's
is
what
where
I'm consistent with mine, man. Y'all can forgive, welcome with open arms all y'all want. I'm 10 toes. You could be on the team. My arms ain't open though. You could be on the team.
stop the beef. Anyway, guys, this is where we're gonna end it, man, because your boy gotta be up early in the morning.
Yep, he does, man. He does, man. To all my
And
people living in snowy weather, we got this. You know what I'm saying? Remember, people, we do not have tornadoes, we do not have hurricane, we do not have alligators. You know what I'm saying? All we have is this.
tell that to my feet that I still cannot feel right now, man.
All we have is this little cold, guys. Tifredzi,
I
yes
don't,
or no? Tifredzi,
I don't care about the cold, honestly. I don't care about the cold. I actually love cool weather because I
Man,
prefer cool
it's
weather.
it's
But
the
I
wind.
hate the snow, man.
I hate the snow. I hate the wind.
Yeah,
I was driving to work in the wind, like my car just. I'm just like, man,
this is the two things.
what's in that sun, Moe? That's it.
But yo,
That's
guys,
all we
keep
gotta
your
deal
head
with.
up.
That's all we gotta deal with.
Mettez côte nous sous nous, on va venir qu'un dans le monde.
Mettez
En fait,
écoute,
en comme, soit ça tennis, soit ça botte.
mettez écoute, mettez gants, bottes de
Mettez
neige.
bonnet dans tête nous tout.
Yeah. I got hair. I don't need all that. I'm straight.
I got hair too, but you know my mom, man. But yo, this is why we love him.
Uh-huh.
Hey, guys, keep your head up, man. It's
Yeah, no, yeah,
almost
yeah. It's still
it's
cold
like
season.
today's 10 days is Christmas. So,
That's true. Get your gifts ready. Get your stuff ready.
like
Get
like
your
like
get
my
your
boy always say, keep stacking days, guy.
Keep stacking days. You know, Christmas is on the way, New Year's is on the way, so keep stacking days. Let's get there.
All
We're gonna
right.
get there together. Like,
All
share,
right, man.
subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend,
You already know. We'll touch on the next one.
argue with this guy, all that stuff.
Oh, I'm ready for you.
Yeah.
Peace.